Hey everyone, I am in the unique position who has used an iPhone 11 for the better half of the last 4 years, as well as the 13 for the last 2 years, and now the iPhone 15 Pro. So I can tell you firsthand what the differences are between all of them, what makes you maybe want to upgrade or not, and kind of give you my overall opinion on the upgrade cycle. So let's go over the physical differences. One of the physical differences from, say, the 13 to the iPhone 15 Pro, and same with the 11, is this port down here at the bottom. It's no longer Lightning, it's now USB Type-C, which means it's just compatible with more things. You might have to get new charging cables depending on your other devices, but it still charges with the same iPad or MacBook connector now. More charging ports are kind of available with USB Type-C, and you can data transfer pretty quickly off the new iPhone 15 Pro. Like when I transferred 30 gigabytes of photos and videos from my sister's phone to an external storage drive, it was only like a couple seconds, it felt like, and maybe like a minute, and it was done. And that's pretty nice that you can just plug and play the iPhone 15 Pro with a lot of different accessories now, and you don't really have to go around some adapters or figure out other ways to do it. In terms of other physical differences, the size and shape are obviously a little bit different. This one's boxier than the 11, so the 11's a little bit more smooth. This one has a physical button that you can map to things. One guy I saw on TikTok maps it to when he's within 100 feet of a Starbucks, it'll order his favorite drink. Pretty cool, neat little feature. I have it mapped to the camera button, so it's also camera shutter when you launch it. Just a nice little thing to have, I guess, but it's definitely not needed, but it's neat. Of course, there's the dynamic island instead of the notch with the older iPhones. Take it or leave it. It's a nice feature though. I like how it adds a little bit more functionality so you don't have to go search for the app that's currently doing something in the background for you. It's always there at the top. So that part is nice and it's a little convenience feature. And then the screen on the Pros are 120 hertz rather than 60 hertz like the other phones. And of course, this one has MagSafe, so this will just magnetically attach things to the back and wirelessly charge. My 11 doesn't have that, so it's neat, it's fun, but again, it's not like super necessary because I don't wirelessly charge all the time, and I have used a phone without it. So now with the experience differences, there's obviously speed, which the newer phone is much faster, getting around things, using things, features, running complex programs, kind of stuff like that. It's just much faster, and you don't really realize it until you come from like a 4-year-old iPhone or something, that you actually get to know and appreciate the new speed upgrades that you have. And then there's all the little extra features that come with the Pros compared to not the Pros and even just the older phones. So whether that's with that dynamic island that I mentioned, that you kind of get a little couple extra features and ease of use, or it's that button on the side that I mentioned earlier about being able to launch an app or run a shortcut, or it's about those extra camera settings, like there's the HDR, ProRes, there's log you can shoot with, there's cinematic mode, there's a bunch of other camera features that are in there that you don't get access to on the normal, quote unquote, models as well as the older models. And then we already mentioned MagSafe and USB Type-C, but one other thing that I forgot about with the iPhone 11 is that it doesn't have 5G. And I gotta say, 5G, I can get like half a gigabyte down and like 100 upload speeds, basically super fast speeds in some places now, whereas before with just normal LTE, I definitely didn't have those type of connection speeds for cellular wise. So that's a big plus and very helpful to have when you're out and about. So final thoughts is coming from an 11, it is a big noticeable upgrade. You'll see it's way faster, things load better. You've got some really nice camera upgrades to look forward to. Coming from a 13, it's not that big of an upgrade. The cameras are still better and you get a few more features, but it's not gonna like blow the iPhone 13 out of the water, and it's not as much of a noticeable upgrade. What I kind of take away from this is you definitely can keep your phones for longer. I think that 4-year sweet spot is pretty nice considering that you get to save money. Maybe throw in a battery upgrade 2 years in. Feels like a new phone. You use that battery for 2 years, and then right as it's pretty much at its end of its life again, you get a new phone and you upgrade. I think that the Pro models are pretty much only for the status symbol or the cameras, because if you're gonna edit your photos and edit your videos and things like that, maybe print out your photos or something for the wall and things like that, it's definitely worth getting that Pro model. But if you're just gonna, take pictures, post it on social media, and that's about it, you probably don't need the Pro model, and it would be only for that status symbol that maybe you'd consider upgrading to the Pro model. But that's basically what I've learned from this video. But fun fact, I actually shot in HDR, log, regular on both the Pro and the 13 for this video. So let me know if you guys could tell based on the scene or maybe the audio, because I kept the original audio for all this just so you guys could see. But anyway, so this is definitely a shot on iPhone video. I thought it would be appropriate to see, maybe you guys could compare it yourself. But thanks for watching this. Make sure you subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next video.